Blirt, going to the number 2 game this week. I'm going to say these two teams' names. I'm going to give the records, and you're going to be like, what the? Number 2 game. We got a battle of teams 1 and 2. Battle of teams 1 and 2? No, they're not the 1 and 2 teams. No, their record is 1 and 2. How the hell are they the number 2? Game to watch this week. Let me explain. Patrick Mahomes is like that. Lamar Jackson is like that. Spags is like that. Travis Kelce is like that. Now, Baltimore Ravens defense is not like that. They're garbage, actually. Ray Lewis needs to start showing up to practice just to supervise, because this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Ed Reid needs to go have a couple one-on-ones with everybody but Kyle Hamilton. You know what? Scratch that. Ed Reid needs to go have a one-on-one with everybody, because Kyle Hamilton needs to get his head out of his ass too. Hey, we need something. When you guys are looking this bad, somebody needs to say something. And I know you guys are feeling, we lost the game, but it's still early into the season. That's not the point. The point is you guys came into this season knowing the regular season doesn't matter to y'all. There's a couple games that you guys need to show up for. And when you guys show up for those games, you guys will be ready to play in the playoffs. Well, every single one of those games that have come up that you guys need to be ready for, you guys have lost. 1 and 2. So it's only been 3 games. But you can't. This is the thing with the Baltimore Ravens. People who love the game of football still don't like how Baltimore showed up in that AFC championship game a couple years ago. They still don't like that Baltimore looked like the team that should have beat Patrick Mahomes and instead showed up a shadow of themselves. I still hold it against them. I don't care that they win crazy games during the regular season. I don't care. Show me a win like that in the playoffs. And then last year, we got a loss versus Josh Allen. So, coming into this season, nobody cared about the regular season for the Ravens. And to watch them lose after having the lead they did against Josh Allen, to watch them lose after Derrick Henry's out here fumbling to Aiden Hutchinson and throwing himself on the bench. This team is losing its aura. This team is losing its aura. Lamar Jackson, still one of the best players in the world. When you watch week 1, it looked like a video game. They literally look like a video game playing. Lamar Jackson sees man-to-man. He's just going to throw it to Zay Flowers because Zay Flowers beats man-to-man. Lamar Jackson hands the ball off to Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry's going to run into the end zone untouched. Lamar Jackson doesn't see anybody to throw it to. So you want to know what he does? He makes everybody look stupid on the defensive line and then takes off for a touchdown. It's one of the weirdest places to watch a team be. They're good enough to do it, but mentally, you know they're holding themselves back. We're not holding them back. The Chiefs aren't holding them back. The Bills aren't holding them back. They're holding themselves back in such a way where it just doesn't make the sense that it needs to make for Baltimore. Well, another week, another chance to prove yourself. This time, the defending AFC champions 3 years in a row. I expect the Baltimore Ravens to show up. Now, granted, how much they show up, I mean, defensively, they can't show up because apparently their defense has already gone to Cancun. Apparently their defense they're already planning vacations because that's how much the defense isn't showing up. They already know around that Super Bowl time, where y'all trying to meet? Where y'all trying to meet? Y'all make the money. Y'all about to get eliminated, though. Listen, this is the number 1 scoring offense in the league. And they can still flow in a better way mechanically. I mean that. There are games in these first 3 games where you watch Zay Flowers and you're like, damn, Lamar's loving Zay Flowers. Well, you forget he has Mark Andrews. And in this last game here versus the Lions, he went to Mark Andrews. But then you were like, wait a minute, Zay Flowers not playing? Zay Flowers is in the game. And I say that to say there needs to be a little bit more, in the nicest way possible, Lamar needs to be a little bit more like Josh Allen. He needs to be able to spread the ball out a little bit better than he's been doing. Now, we know Lamar likes Isaiah Likely. We know when Isaiah Likely comes back, he's going to be one of Lamar's targets as well. But what I'm seeing these first 3 games is Lamar has been very direct as to who he wants to give the ball to. First 2 games have been Zay Flowers. This last game was Mark Andrews. I think we can see a little bit more variety from Lamar Jackson. I think we can see Lamar Jackson give the ball off to different receivers to kind of hold the defenses. It is, first off, this is probably the most unstoppable offense to stop in the league. There's 2 guys in the backfield that nobody wants to try to tackle one-on-one for 2 different reasons. You don't even know what to expect when the quarterback says, do I got to go tackle Lamar Jackson, in which I need to be in perfect run fit, outside shoulder, make sure he doesn't juke the hell out of me? Or do I have to tackle Derrick Henry, where it's like, no, people don't want to. Derrick Henry runs a lot of the time untouched because nobody wants to tackle him. They're just watching a big ass. I'm good. I'm good. This big ass dude, I'm not trying to tackle that. Tackle that? And I say that to say, number 1 offense can be better. It's not their fault that they're 1-2. This defense has been horrible. Horrible. With a chance to tie the game versus the Lions last week. Marlon Humphreys gets beat. Not everybody gets beat, but Marlon Humphreys out here grabbing. He was out here grabbing. And it's certain things that you can't have like that. Now, when it gets to Mahomes, Patrick Mahomes is getting his weapons back. One weapon this week, he's expected to get back Xavier Worthy. Now, a lot of people are saying Mahomes has a new deep ball threat. And I would agree with you. Tyquan Thornton has been a guy I've been seeing Patrick Mahomes try to target deep a couple times since the start of the season. Well, your other deep ball threat is now back. This is Patrick Mahomes we're talking about here. This is Andy Reid we're talking about here. This is a defense in Baltimore that is struggling. I am sending these guys deep every other play. Every other play. Because there's going to be a mishap where this guy's going to run wide open. There's going to be a mishap where you get a step ahead and Lamar's going to make that, not Lamar, Patrick Mahomes. Now, Patrick Mahomes has not been playing up to the Patrick Mahomes level we've known. And I'm going to say for the last 2 years, as in this season and last season, but he's still Patrick Mahomes. He's still Patrick Mahomes. When you think of the name Patrick Mahomes, all you think of is, that's the guy that could touch Tom Brady. That's him. But when you look at this season, Patrick Mahomes' passing offense with the Kansas City Chiefs is ranked 15th. Pretty much in the middle. Pretty much in the middle. That's not good. Not good at all. Now, we understand the circumstances. We understand not having Rashid Rice at all this season. Having Xavier Worthy for 3 plays. Travis is busy chest bumping Andy Reid. I mean, we get that. But one thing that I'm not understanding about Kansas City is this running attack. This rushing attack with Isaiah Pacheco and Kareem Hunt has really been horrible. It has been. And it hasn't been horrible in the way where we think that you guys are going to lose because of it. It's horrible in a way where the formula for you guys to win is right there. And it seems that every time you guys have a big game to play, you guys run away from the formula now. And it's a small sample size. Believe me, this is the Super Bowl, week 1, week 2, week 3. That's all I got to focus this on. That's all I'm focusing this on. But I'm watching the Kansas City Chiefs move away from the rushing attack when they use the rushing attack to open up the passing game. Teams play the game in different variations. And because of these variations, when you mix it up with the coaching and you mix it up with the scheme, that's how you get the personality of the team. The Kansas City Chiefs have not looked like themselves since the Super Bowl. I have not seen a Kansas City team that I feel looks like themselves. Now, I understand the injuries. Rashee Rice not being there was a key target because that was Patrick Mahomes' new chemistry weapon. That was the guy that we saw, okay, this guy's going to be a problem. Well, you can't have that. You can't have that because one guy is out. Travis Kelce's still here. And I'm going a little bit off topic, but I say that to say the rushing attack has helped open Travis Kelce up more than anyone will know. Everyone is having this Travis Kelce's looking a little slow. Maybe it's just time to retire. Well, when they had a rushing attack that was one of the best in the league, it's hard to guess what they were going to do. It's hard to guess when Patrick Mahomes says hut that it's a run or a pass. It actually made it easier for Travis. It makes it easier for the wide receivers. But when you're sitting there and the team knows the only person that's going to run the ball is Patrick Mahomes. So if our defensive linemen don't get him, we'll get him after. But cover these guys up and he won't be able to make the throw. That's losing football to me because you already have your personality. Why are you going away from it? I thought the same thing in the Super Bowl. They came out with this, we need to air raid this team. That's not your style. Yes, your quarterback can air raid anybody. That's what he did at Texas Tech, but he wasn't winning at Texas Tech. To win the football game, you have to play your personality and your style. And that's what's kind of been off about the Chiefs. Now, this game versus Baltimore, they know Baltimore is going to be ready. This could be a little bit of time to get their little mojo back. You know Pat's always ready. You know Travis is... All right, let's get this over with. I'm still not over Travis Kelce punking the Ravens in the AFC Championship game. He punked him pregame. He punked him during the game. He laughed at him postgame. That's got to be part of punking, no? Like, I get it. Ain't no need to be no dirty-ass players. There's no need for that. But you getting punked on the football field and nobody taking that personal? Man, he punked y'all, man. He punked y'all. And if that man did something like that in Philly and came to Philly, he would hear about it even with his brother being the legend that he is. We don't play that. Now, respectfully going into this game, I do have Baltimore going to win the game, putting the Chiefs in a horrible spot. But I also voted on my predictions based off of a Super Bowl hangover, which I believe the Chiefs will have until they get all their weapons. Do y'all think the Chiefs are in a Super Bowl hangover? Do Super Bowl hangovers actually happen? I know they happen. They happened to my Eagles 2 years ago. Lost 8 straight. Can the Chiefs lose 8 straight? Do you see that happening? Maybe not the 8 straight, but I do see them losing a little streak right now. This is what they're on a 1-game winning streak right now, but they were on a 3-game losing streak. I don't know. It's gonna be a good game to watch. I'm gonna go with the Ravens. Bring the Chiefs down. Let me know what y'all think. Blirt TV. We gon' run it.